Residents in Eugowra in central west New South Wales have been evacuated for the second time in a month due to major flooding. 12 people were forced to leave their homes in Eugowra and 10 houses and businesses were inundated with water when the Mandadgery Creek broke its banks late yesterday. Further west in New South Wales at Brewarrina, flooding has also cut off at least 10 properties. Our reporter, George Roberts, is at Canowindra on the flooded Brewarrina River in central west New South Wales. So, George, what's the situation like right across the central west of New South Wales?
Well, Bridget, as you can see, we're on the road here to Canowindra. We've just come through from Bathurst. When we were coming over the Blue Mountains, there was quite a lot of heavy rain through there, but now the sun's opened up and it's sunshine here. The road here is cut now. You can drive through this little section, but we're told about 100 metres down the road, just before you get to the start of Canowindra, there's quite a lot of water across the road. A car was stuck there until 6 a.m. this morning, and a truck driver tells me that the large ditches on the side of the road are big enough to lose a semi-trailer in, so it's not worth us going any further than this because we just won't be able to get through. If you have a look over here, the Brewarrina River has flooded, and the tree line off in the distance there is actually where the Brewarrina River is. We're about a K back from there, and the floodwaters have taken out this whole lucerne crop here. Now that's only been caused by 20 millimetres of rainfall overnight, so as you can see, this catchment's very wet, and that small amount of rain has caused a major flood. We were trying to get through to Eugowra, where, as you said, the residents there are bracing taking their second flood in a month. It's actually about their third or fourth flood in about 6 months. So the residents there are quite used to it. They were hoping they'd get a reprieve sometime this afternoon. They were expecting that the flood level there would drop down to 8 metres, which is enough to call it a minor flood, and people would have been allowed back in their homes. But now the Bureau's changed that prediction, and more water is expected to come down. That river, the Mandadgery Creek, is expected to peak at about 9.3 metres this afternoon, which means there'll be more evacuations, there'll be more homes flooded and more businesses flooded. So the people of Eugowra are the ones that are going to get hit hard this afternoon.
So besides Eugowra, has the flood actually peaked in most of the towns, as well as you've mentioned Canowindra and other parts of the Central West?
Well, look, other places are doing okay. The flood here has peaked, we're told, and is slowly receding, but it really is Eugowra that's going to get the brunt of it this afternoon. That's where the flood's expected to peak, and where the SES is expecting that most of its work will be cut out for it this afternoon, with helping people get out of their homes, helping sandbag and helping people just get away from those rising floodwaters. They were hoping to let people back into their properties this afternoon, but that'll no longer happen.
And what about further north? I'm not sure, you're obviously in the central west, but there's been some flooding in the north of the state?
That's right. The State Emergency Services told us that heavy rainfall is hitting the north of the state. Brunswick Heads Caravan Park on the north coast has been evacuated. There are a number of rivers around there which have also had major flood warnings. Wilson's River, Brunswick River, Richmond River and Tweed River have also have all experienced floods at the moment. And the rain, we're told, is heading there from here. Only minor showers are expected around this part of the state over the next 24 hours or so, but the rain's heading north to the northeast, so that's where the rain's going to hit soon. But as I said, only 20 millimetres of rain has fallen here in the past 24 hours, and that's enough to cause this. And the State Emergency Service says that the catchment is so wet, any rainfall at all will cause a major flood.
George Roberts, thank you.